Hello everyone, I am Pranat. Today I am showing you the latest project FinTrack. This is the full stack enterprise expenses management system built with the Flask and the MySQL. We will cover how the database automates finance, how the backend secure data, and finally a live demo of a UI. So in this we go from the three layer. First we see the database, then we see our backend core logic and the UI. So let's start from the simply database. So here, as you see, I have created there four table. First one is department, second one is employee, third one is expenses, fourth one is payroll audits. Here I have created one trigger, that is after expense approval. Instead of updating the budget in the Python, the database handles it automatically. The moment an expense is marked as approved, the remaining budget in the department tables drop instantly. So this function we will see on the UI phase. So the next feature I have implemented in my project, that is store procedure, that is called as generate monthly payroll. It is a case statement to apply 12% tax only if the employee earns more than $60,000. This is a real world business logic running right now in the MySQL. And the third one, I have created the view. Here the expenses and the payroll have combined, and it show the combined data at once. So this is all about the simple backend that I have created. Now let's move towards our backend logic, in which I have created one file, that is app.py, which handles all our backend logic. Here, so in the backend, we use MySQL.connector to create a bridge every time a single user requests data. So the getDB connections functions open, so secure tunnel to MySQL server. So to keep these things, we implemented the middle decorators. These decorators I have created the customly. First one is login require and the role require, which is basically checks the Flask session to ensure you are login before you can see a single cent of data. So now let's move to the route. Here, as you see, different type of route we have used, that is login, register. In my project, I have used the REST API like get and post. So these are some route like dashboard, expenses. So here, uh, what happened, let's see, in expenses it handles the get to fetch the list and the post to save the new claims. Like in my project, we use the parameterized queries where placeholders to prevent SQL injection attacks. This all about our core backend feature. Now let's move to our UI to see our project functionality. Here, firstly, we log in as a client. So I have created one. Okay, let's create new account. Like suppose I like write Pratik, surname, ID, email we have to require like Pranav, not Pratik. Enter the pass and select department from which you are. Like I'm an employee. I'm from the finance department, and base USD salary. Suppose I have write 30 USD. Now initialize account. Here on the database your account has been created and your credential will be show on your DB, sorry, save on your DB. So now let's log in at gmail.com, enter the password, and here the authentication is happen. As you see, the total budget we have allocated, and the approve this month is 0 because we don't raise the amount. So now let's raise the amount. Suppose I have raised 10,000 for the hardware. Like I like write the hardware. So submit approval. Now as you see, the status is pending and the submitted date we have append here. And when the admin is approve that request, then the action date will be appended here. Now let's move to the admin side. Here, this is the admin panel in which you can see the newly append request for hardware we have previously did. Okay, so when I click on the approve, the trigger is happen, the amount is automatically deducted from the current amount here. And when we go to dashboard, as you see, the amount is increases and here is decreases. So here you can explore my full project by using my Git repo, that is Pranat ID 358 FinTrack. Here I have pushed all the codes, that is my static CSS file templates and the main backend logic and my schema. Okay, if you don't understand anything, here I have created simply readme file to set up my project into your system, and this all about my FinTrack application. Thank you so much for listening me.